All right. We are back to continue our Breath of the Wild playthrough. We left off trying to figure out this puzzle last time, trying to get into this place, and we are going to forget it for right now. I am going to set up a marker. I don't remember how I do this. Let me see. Nope, that's not it. What the hell do I do? There we go. We're gonna set a marker right here. Shrine. Is there a shrine marker? I guess the orange one. We'll set that right there. All right, we'll set it right here, and we're gonna head back to our main journey, which is just following the path that we didn't go to when we first started playing the game, which is going back up here and going around there. All right, and while we're doing our quest, we are going to talk about the news that's happening around us, as we usually do. And the big news that happened, I guess positive news that happened recently, is that the mayor of the new mayor, well, the Democratic representative for New York will be Zohran Mamdani. This is for the primary election for the mayor of New York. So there's still got to be a general election, which means it's not over. But this is a pretty big win. So we're going to watch his victory speech after he won. Right now it is 11 at night where I am, 11:15, and it is, I believe, June 25th. And that's where we are right now. So I believe he won yesterday or this morning. I didn't really check the date. But yeah, he won. So let's listen to his victory speech, and I'll probably jump in here and there to just do a little, put in my comments. All right, let's just do it. Let's get to it. Down a little bit.
Thank you, my friends.
Not too bad. Not too bad. All right, what a smile, what a smile.
Tonight, we made history. In the words of Nelson Mandela,
The first Muslim
it always seems impossible until it is done.
mayor. Ooh, isn't there a secret?
My friends, we have done it.
What the hell? Oh, no. This goddamn commercials. No, it's starting to rain again. Why? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I think we can put...
I will be your Democratic nominee for the mayor of New York City.
Democratic nominee. There it is. Ah, I can feel his happiness, man. He tried, man. He tried. Just reminds me of AOC when she, was walking all over the goddamn place, knocking on doors.
An hour ago, I spoke with Andrew Cuomo about the need to bring this city, together,
laughing.
as he called me to concede the race.
Okay, so this is the first problem. Okay, Andrew Cuomo should not be anywhere close to being to the office again. There were so many scandals that happened when he was the mayor of New York during Corona. There was so much crazy shit that happened because of him. Of course, some harassment scandals with the female workers, but also just that he was hiding like the deaths of a bunch of people that he might have, helped exacerbate. When again, he basically told old people to go back. They probably got corona, and he told them to go back to, I believe they should have been quarantined, but they told them to go back, and then they ended up killing like a bunch more people, I believe, if I remember correctly. And then he tried to hide the deaths, basically. Yeah, again, he shouldn't be anywhere close to being the mayor again. But again, there you go. That's who supports him. The people with all the money and the people that he'll listen to. Anyways.
And I want to thank Brad Lander.
Yeah, there you go. So, okay, another cool thing. So this is freaking awesome what they did. These two guys. If I remember, he's the other guy that was also running to be the mayor of New York. But they basically teamed up to take out Cuomo. They don't agree on 100% everything, but they both decided that the one thing they have to do is keep Cuomo away from the mayor's office. So they both did a commercial, basically saying like, telling the supporters, write me in, because luckily New York has, I believe what's it called, ranked choice voting, which should be everywhere, where you write in who do you want the most, and then if that person doesn't win, it goes to your second choice, and then third choice, fourth choice, whatever. A lot of places basically like that don't have ranked choice voting is you have to pick one person, and if the person doesn't win, your vote is basically wasted, which is incredibly stupid. All right, I'll go back around. No, Link, you can do it. You can do it. All right. So yeah, they did this commercial together, basically telling the supporters, okay, if I don't win, put this guy as the second, as your second nominee, and whatever we do, we gotta kick. We gotta keep Andrew Cuomo away from the office again. That was freaking awesome. They supported each other, even though they don't agree 100% on everything. They know the bigger threat. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. I should not. I'm gonna break my sword. All right, let's get to it. Hell yeah. So respect to him. He didn't win, and he's being zesty as usual.
Who did exactly that?
Just his voice.
Together we have shown the power of the politics of the future. One of partnership.
So
and of
Jewish
solidarity.
man, Islam.
Let's go! There we go!
Today, 8 months after launching this campaign, with the vision of a city that every New Yorker could afford, we have won.
Yeah. Okay. So the last video I made about Mamdani, I didn't talk about his policy at all. My brain is barely working at night. I'm not getting enough sleep. But basically, he's gonna cover a bunch of the things that his campaign was based on, and it's just a lot of good stuff, man.
We have won from Maspeth to Chinatown.
That's racist.
We have won because New Yorkers have stood up for a city they can afford.
Okay, wait a minute. So why can I not
A
move?
city where they can do more than just struggle. One where those who toil in the night can enjoy the fruits of their labor in the day.
All right. So
Where hard work is repaid with a stable life. Where 8 hours on the factory floor or behind the wheel of a cab is enough to pay the mortgage.
Okay, we're gonna change.
It is enough to keep the
We're
lights
gonna go back.
on.
Seems like it kind of like ended right there. We're gonna go back.
Where rent-stabilized apartments are actually
Let's do it again.
stabilized.
This is what was fun.
Where buses are fast and free. Where childcare doesn't cost more than CUNY.
Yep. Oh my God.
And where public safety keeps us truly safe.
Wait, stop. Okay, so again, those are just a few of his policies. Again, just basically just better public transportation, free or at least really cheap, or just honestly, just have more, just better public transportation. It's such an important thing for a lot of people that can't afford a car or don't even want a car. I mean, to be honest, I mean, there's a lot of negatives to having a car. You know, traffic, pollution. People should use more public transportation. That is just what it is. That's just what it is. Okay, wait a minute. Go to trying to resurrection. Let's go. Let's just keep it fun. I just want to go back to being like if we went to a different path. Again, better. Again, people that want to work but they can't have. They don't have affordable child care. It's such a huge thing. Again, just trying to keep safety. Again, they're again these rich assholes at the top are basically again putting the citizens against the cops. Again, the cops are kind of honestly a lot of times out of control, but there are a lot of good cops that people do want to try to help the community. But there's a lot of stuff that needs to be fixed. So again, if he's going to, again, he's not defunding the police. I mean, that stupid ass slogan. He's not defunding the police, but he's going to try to work with them. But he's not going to just let them get away with all their shit. I mean, and then I don't know if he said it right now, but yeah, the other thing that he was, I don't know if I caught it. One of the cool things that was, it's really caught my ear was he said that he wants to have city funded, city owned. God damn! Shrine of Resurrection, right? And then we can drop down here, find a path. We're gonna go this way. We're gonna go this way. Okay, cool. All right, we went down last time. Oh, screw it. We're gonna go here. Screw it. Is city town owned supermarkets. That's really cool to me. Again, because there's a lot of again, I don't see this where I live. But again, in America, there's a lot of food deserts where people can't, basically, they don't have a lot of places to get good, healthy food. So they either have to keep going to restaurants or this or that, or they have to end up, you know, wasting a lot of money. Or they just don't get freaking food. That's another thing. They got maybe the money spent, but they can't get the damn food. So just having, you know, like it's like a part of, you know, the government service. You know, you got the money. There's going to be places for you to spend your money to buy food for you and your family. There you go. Where I live, we have these things called Michino Ekis, where the town, and yeah, that's another cool thing. Basically, those type of things usually, if they're done right, they can. Whoa, I've never been here. What the hell? Have I? Hey. Whoosh! Anybody else? What you want? Oh, there's treasure. Eh. Whoosh! I never noticed this before. Thank you. Oh. More arrows, please. More arrows. Yeah, or... Wow, that's good enough. This stupid guy's running on that. Okay. So, we got right there. Great Plateau Tower. We went down. So now we're going to go this way. Where's the path? Right over there. All right. Get up in those trees. Oh yeah, we only got about. I gotta stop stopping so much. We only got about 30 to 40 minutes to play. Again, that creates jobs. Basically, becoming kind of like a government employee if you work at those those government-owned supermarkets, creating jobs not just for the people that work at the places, but also for the people to supply it with food. You know, the farmers around there, or you know, whatever things you create. Again, the place where I live, again in Japan, we have these things called Michinoekis, where basically they're kind of like local farmers markets, but they're all over the place, and more actually being built. And they're places, and it's become, after the corona basically ended, a lot of people are traveling more. So a lot of people like to go to those places. One, because you can actually sleep in your car at them. You can basically, they're kind of like drive-ins. You can park your car there. A lot of truck drivers park their car there. They have food in the mornings. You can get food and stuff like that. You can go to convenience stores, take your food, bring it back to the car. A lot of times they have parks with them, so the kids can play. while you're waiting to whatever for your trip or whatever you're doing. And a lot of those michinoikis, they have different foods from the local area. Like you can only get like this stuff here, and then you go to different michinoiki, they might have local stuff there. It's really, really fun. It's really, really cool. It's one of my favorite things to do when I have free time is to travel around, go to all the michinoiki. It's one of my favorite things. It's probably not going to be the same thing for in New York, but again, having places for people to get food is kind of important. God damn it! All right.
And it's where the mayor will use their power to reject Donald Trump's fascism.
It's kind of important.
To stop mass ICE agents from deporting our neighbors. And to govern our city as a model for the Democratic Party.
What's this? Okay, we gotta check that out.
A party.
Is that the Coliseum?
Where we fight for working people with no apology.
Oh, yeah.
A life of dignity should not be reserved for a fortunate few. It should be one that city government guarantees for each and every New Yorker.
You're paying taxes. What else?
If this campaign has demonstrated anything to the world, it is that our dreams can become reality. Dreaming demands hope.
There.
And when I think of hope, I think of the unprecedented coalition of New Yorkers that we have built. For this is not my victory. This is ours.
I didn't like that tower.
It is
no
the
effing way.
Of
Oh,
the
yeah,
Bangladeshi auntie who knocked on door after door until her feet throbbed and her knuckles ached. It is the victory of the 18-year-old who voted in their first ever election. And it is the victory of the Gambian uncle who finally saw himself and his struggle in a campaign for the city that he calls home.
And most of all, I want to thank me
demands solidarity.
For being a winner.
And when I look out at this room and out onto the midnight skyline, that is what I see. Woo! Canvas launches that continued in the pouring rain. Children who called parents. Strangers who care about those they will never meet. A New York that believes in each other and in itself.
Oh my God.
This is solidarity. And it defines our victory. And above all, dreaming demands work. Last Friday night, as the sun began to drop in the sky,
there we go.
I set off on a 13-mile walk from the northernmost tip of Manhattan to the base of the island. We began in Inwood, where music played and neighbors set out dominoes on the sidewalk. It was 7 p.m. The weekend had arrived. For most people, the time for work was over. But this is New York, where the work never ends.
You guys are
Waiters carried plates on 181st Street. Conductors drove the subways that rattled high above 125th. And world-class musicians tuned instruments as we passed Lincoln Square. By the time we made it downtown, a crowd marched behind us. A living embodiment of the energy and purpose that defines this campaign. Still, long past midnight, New York worked.
So fun.
Garbage trucks weaved through empty streets. Fishmongers carried in tomorrow's wares. And when we finally arrived at the Battery at 2:20 a.m. in the morning, the workers who run the Staten Island Ferry were on the job too. Just as they are every hour of the day, every day of the week. Each of these New Yorkers carried a dream with them that night as they labored. Just as each of us dreams of a New York that is more hopeful and affordable for all.
I hope so too, even though I never want to go there.
Hard for our dream. This has been a historically contentious race. One that has filled our airwaves with millions in smears and slander. I hope now that this primary has come to an end. I can introduce myself once more. Not as you've seen me in a 30-second ad or in a mailer in your mailbox, but as how I will lead as your mayor.
This game's so funny, so many things.
I will be the mayor for every New Yorker.
But especially the people that
Whether you voted for me, for Governor Cuomo, or felt too disillusioned by a long, broken political system to vote at all, I will fight for a city that works for you, that is affordable for you, that is safe for you. I will work to be a mayor you will be proud to call your own. I cannot promise that you will always agree with me, but I will never hide from you. If you are hurting, I will try to heal. If you feel misunderstood, I will strive to understand. Your concerns will always be mine, and I will put your hopes before my own. And I know that those hopes extend beyond our 5 boroughs. There are millions of New Yorkers who have strong feelings about what happens overseas. I am one of them. And while I will not abandon my beliefs or my commitments, grounded in a demand for equality, for humanity, for all those who walk this earth, you have my word to reach further, to understand the perspectives of those with whom I disagree, and to wrestle deeply with those disagreements.
That's so crazy.
Let me close with this. In these dark times, I know that it is harder than ever to keep faith in our democracy. It has been attacked by billionaires and their big spending, by elected officials who care more about self-enrichment than the public trust, and by authoritarian leaders who rule through fear. But above all, our democracy has been attacked from within. For too long, New Yorkers have strained to find a leader who represents us, who puts us first. And we have been betrayed.
And you're going to have to keep waiting because it's all about me, baby.
After so many disappointments, the heart hardens. Belief becomes elusive. And when we no longer believe in our democracy, it only becomes easier for people like Donald Trump to convince us of his worth. For billionaires to convince us that they must always lead.
No.
As FDR said, democracy has disappeared in several other great nations. Not because the people disliked democracy, but because they had grown tired of unemployment and insecurity, of seeing their children hungry while they sat helpless in the face of government confusion and weakness. In desperation, they chose to sacrifice liberty in the hope of getting something to eat. New York, if we have made one thing clear over these past months, it is that we need not choose between the two.
Yep. Like the people that get in power, like purposely mess up the system to make you think that things aren't working, and then little by little they strip more and more of your freedoms away.
We can demand what we deserve. And together we have built a movement
where
everyday New Yorkers recognize themselves in our vision of democracy. Every new voter registered, that is faith renewed. Every voter who traveled through withering heat to the polls, that is faith renewed. And every New Yorker who sees solutions to the daily challenges they face in this campaign, that is faith renewed. Together, New York, we have renewed our democracy. We have given our city permission to believe again. And I pledge to you that we will remake this great city, not in my image, but in the image of every New Yorker who has only known struggle.
Every New Yorker that looks exactly like me.
In our New York, the power belongs to the people.
But especially me.
And as I thank
the power is
the people
mine, bitches,
that are here with me today, and as I thank the incredible leaders who have long fought for those people, who are here across this crowd and across these 5 boroughs and standing next to me in the Attorney General of this state, in the Public Advocate of this city, in our Congresswoman, Nydia Velasquez, in our Controller,
when I watched this speech at work, I was using smaller headphones, so it didn't sound too good to me the way he was talking vocally.
In this campaign, long before
but now that I'm at home listening, using my better headphones, it sounds much better.
And you believe
it's a stupid, unnecessary gripe.
When it was difficult. We dreamt in the night, and we are now building in the dawn. That new day, the one that we have yearned for, the one that we have struggled for, the one that we have knocked for, have texted for, have called for, the one that we have obsessed over. That new day is finally here, my friends.
Oh, shit.
And it is here because you have delivered it.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
Oh, cool. Oh my God, I suck.
And as I thank you, I must thank those who brought me into this world. I must thank
me.
My
Myself.
mother and my father. Mira and Mahmoud. And I must thank
Hey. That shit in the room. That's their parents. I'm sorry.
And I must thank my incredible wife.
Yeah, there we go. I thought I wasn't looking actually. I wasn't seeing correctly. There's the wife too.
Duaji. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Wow, what the hell?
Now let us lead this city into one that is affordable for each and every New Yorker.
Hey. Keep that shit in the room. Alright, we'll finish it there. Alright, so again, he won the primary election to be the nominee for New York. But then it's going to be a general election soon. It is not over. It is not over at all. Again, Cuomo conceded, but he's most likely going to try to... he's going to probably leave the party and just become an independent. Again, he's getting money. He's backed up by the people that Zohran Mamdani is trying to basically get out. So that's the thing. I mean, the people that, again, Bill Burr, I think, said it. Yeah, he said it on one of the things. Like, the guy that the rich people usually are attacking, that's the guy that you probably want. That's just the way it's not that difficult. Because he's basically going after the rich assholes that screwed everybody over. So, those rich assholes are the ones that are trying to basically take him out the most. And funneling money into his opponents. This is freaking crazy. What is this place? This is freaking awesome. This reminds me of a dam that I go to. I haven't been to it in a while, but there's a dam in Japan that I always go to before. Anybody else? Hell yeah. Cool. Yeah, this really reminds me of the place. Oh, kind of backwards, huh? So I go to this dam in Japan, and once in a while, the dam's water recedes. They either, let it out for the city or the town, or it's just, yeah, it's just used too much. Like, it's like kind of a drought. So the dam, like, water recedes, and under the dam is actually a city. It's an old city or town, village actually, a really small village in the mountains. And you can go walk around in it too. It's really cool. Like, when the water disappears, you can go. There's like bridges and roads and stuff, like old buildings made of stone under the water. It looks like freaking this. It's really cool. You can only see it when the water goes really low. It's awesome. Anyways, the work is not finished, goddammit. The work is not finished. Remember that. Which way is it? Don't get complacent. Don't get lazy. Get your asses back out there and keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. You can't stop. It's an endless thing. I mean, I haven't lived over there for a long ass time, but I'm doing what I can to spread the good word. Not even for my family that lives there, but just for, just the humanity of things. Where the hell did you go? It's not like I've used the damn things. Like, screw it, man. Screw it, man. Okay. Oh my god, I keep, like, losing my way. But I never went to this area. Holy crap. Down here. Something down here. Let's put something down here. Let's put something down here. Of course. Go. Another one. Oh, man. Oh, my legs are losing feeling. I gotta work on some more book material. I already did a little bit. I wanted to do some more, but I don't know. Keep it up at the moment. Feroce Hills, Feroce Hills, Feroce Hills. All right. We're going to end it right here. It's been about 35 minutes. Thanks for coming and spending time with me. If you did, take care of yourselves and the ones you love. Again, if you're in New York, congratulations. If you're in America, congratulations. New York has been setting it up. Has been fighting. So, keep it going. Other states, keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. The midterm elections will be coming up soon. So you cannot stop this momentum. You got to take the power back. You got to take it back. It's an endless fight, man. You got to keep it up. I know people get tired of it, but this is what you got to do. That's all there is to it. All right. Take care of yourselves and once you love. Good night.